Talks hit, KFT, Manny Fresh, and Ash back after an absence. How's it going, fellas?
Going good, man. Going good. Going real good. I had to get my rest in, man. The gathering of the Juggalos, the gathering of dreams, man. That that was an experience, brother.
Yeah, she was
Fuck yeah, man.
super fresh, man.
That was my first ever. Holy shit! After walking all that for that many days, man, I'm over here chilling with county toes. Like, holy shit, my feet were fucked up and all that. I had to fucking dip them in ice water and shit. That shit was insane.
For sure, though, man, my feet were fucked up too, man. And like everyone that I know that was with us, they're like, dude, my feet were killing me too. I was like, yeah, I can't hang like that no more. That shit's crazy.
Is that viejito age or what?
Yeah, fuck that shit,
That
man.
shit's got us. It's creeping up or what? It's on the come up.
Fuck yeah. But before we get into that though, man, there's a lot to talk about. Like this past weekend, fucking, I don't know if you know, but Rory McDonald retired.
Holy shit! Really?
He's an old school MMA fighter. Rory McDonald. He had like this fucking bloodbath fight with Robbie Lawler, your boy.
Oh, okay.
Jerry the King Lawler's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
he got his ass
battle
being
for the
retired.
ages.
Yeah, you gotta see it, Manny. You gotta see that fight. And let's see, Dominic Cruz. Did you see Dominic?
Yeah, he caught a nasty kick. They caught his head movements.
They finally
timed it right on dot.
Broke his nose and everything.
He got his nose broke on a knockout. It doesn't get worse than that shit. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to fight anymore, man. He could. He did good, man. He was winning. But
yeah, he was kicking his ass.
He's old school, dude. He's been fighting since when the fuck? He was like the original WEC. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man. So yeah, but I just want to put that out there because Rory McDonald is the shit, and so is Dominic Cruz, you know. But so hell yeah.
But before the gathering, man, I want to take it way back to Monday, or should I say Monday?
Yeah.
You know, there was a Powcast before the gathering, number 125. I'll never forget that shit in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just want to thank the pals for holding it up for Talks Hit, man. That shit was fucking beautiful. I couldn't believe it. Much thanks to Shaggy Tudo, Keegan the Creep. You know, anyone out there who didn't tune in, get on YouTube, hit up Powcast number 125. You know, Talks Hit was on there. They made that time for us, man. They showed us that love. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that shit a lot too. Even though I know I couldn't make it, but to me it meant the world either way. You know what I mean? That shit was a beautiful fucking
Ash
thing,
was
man.
caught up in the borders. They couldn't let him through.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Illegal substance. You know what I mean? He was caught up, but I mean, Manny saw it in my eyes and my face, man. I was nervous as fuck. It was dope though, man. It was one of the best things ever. I still can't believe it went down. I don't know, Manny, what you got to say about how I was acting all fidgety and sweaty and shit?
Oh man, it was cool, man, because you know what I mean. You were living one of your dreams, man, one of your bucket lists. You know, you looked up to ICP. You know, you and your brother since you guys were kids, and this is one of the first times you ever got a chance to really meet, and not just meet, but like kick it with them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And he showed you mad love, the same love that he shows me. You know what I mean? And same thing with Keegan the Creek, man. I mean, they just showed they were just being themselves. You know what I mean? And you actually got to sit right next to the guy. You know what I'm saying? Right next to Shaggy, you know, and that was cool, man. And I mean, you know what I mean? You jumped in every once in a while, man. I mean, I could tell you were a little nervous, but you know that's fine, man. I mean, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Better than going in there and acting like, oh, I run this shit, you know, whatever. You know, this ain't nothing. I'll kick it right next to, you know, Shaggy all the time, and you know what I mean, this and that. But no, man, you guys were, you know, you both were humble, and they appreciated that, man, and they showed mad love. They did that. Honestly, that was a special Powcast. One, because it was the last one before the gathering, but two, because they wanted, they knew you guys were flying in. You know what I'm saying? And
Fuck
we
yeah.
missed Ash. Ash couldn't make it. We understand that he couldn't make it to the Powcast, but he did make it to the gathering.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that was real cool. You know what I'm saying? And
I ran
it was real cool.
I ran into an old school homeboy today, as a matter of fact. And he told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, I checked out that fucking podcast and whatever." And then he's like, "I know you were nervous." And this homeboy's known us from way back in the day. He knows what's up with the whole psychopathic shit in our lives, you know. And he was like, "You were kind of like Hack Benjamin in the back, though. You weren't really saying shit." And I was just like, "Hey, bro, that's a good one. I'm gonna take that shit from you." But yeah, you know, it was just an honor. You know, I couldn't believe it was happening when it was. You know, I was looking at you like, "Holy shit, Manny, thank you." You know, I was looking at Shaggy like, "Fucking thanks," and Keegan like, it was fucking awesome, man. And you know, in this last, what was it, like 3 years, 4 years, Shaggy has really lent himself to the world.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
and it's fucking awesome. Like, not just fans, juggalos, whatever. I think the whole entire world is fucking loving it. That he's out there now, you know, and he's talking and he's doing his thing and he's showing us what he's about. And it's fucking awesome. It's one of the dopest things out there, you know.
Fuck yeah, for sure.
Definitely, man. And then you know, the chat was giving us love. You know, Ash jumped into the chat, which was cool. You
Trying
know
to
what
fuck me up,
Yeah.
sending shit in.
Yeah.
And then he dry snitched on Jude.
Why? On what? What did I say about the rapping shit?
You said his full name, coming on.
Oh no, that was him, not
Said his
me.
full name. Even Shaggy was like, "Damn, if he's got any warrants, the cops know where he's at right now." And
he is no longer speaking on. We are no longer on speaking terms. No, after that one. But either way, man, Shaggy, thank you so much. Keegan, thank you so much for letting us in your home and into the home of the Powcast and do our thing, man.
Hell
Hopefully
yeah.
we can return and do a lot more. You know what I'm
Definitely, man.
saying?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? When we get some more time, you know what I'm saying? We had some good talks, man. They gave us some good advice leading to the future. We're shooting for, by the end of this year, to be going live and with video, so we can respond to a lot of the people in the chat room and the super chats and stuff like that. So we got that in the works, man. They gave us, you know, Josh gave us some great advice. He gave Ash some great advice, you know, because Ash is the tech man. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what? On that one, fucking please forgive me. Fucking Josh, man. Josh is the shit. Mad love to that homeboy.
Yeah,
like straight up.
Fuck yeah.
My apologies, Josh, if you ever listen to this. Holy shit, I can't believe I forgot it.
Yeah, yeah.
Josh, thank you for everything, man. You are the shit.
Yeah, because I was gonna give him a shout out, but that's kind of got to do with the gathering. You know what I'm saying? So for sure. Fuck yeah. But yeah, man.
But and I'll tell you this, Manny. Going into this thing, I had like more than 50 things I was gonna do and say. And guess how many of them I said and did?
None.
0, homie. I didn't do none of them motherfuckers, man.
Okay.
But hey, man, there'll be next time, right?
Oh yeah.
The
Like
hustle.
I said, man, the first gathering is always like how do I want to say it? It's like if you ever played football, it's that first fucking tackle that blindside tackle that you get that knocks the wind out of you. You know what I mean? You're not knocked out, but you have that hard time breathing because you're soaking everything in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much, and I had told you guys before, I was just like, you know, because you were looking at the programs, and you were like, man, well, we want to do this, we want to do this, we want to do this, and I'm just like, guys, I'm telling you, man. Even just like Violent J said, if there's 5 of you guys, you still wouldn't be able to do everything that you guys wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Fuck yeah.
there was so much to do at the gathering.
Fuck yeah.
You know
And
what?
then this was Ash's second gathering, right?
Yeah.
Yo, so because your first one was Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, where I met you and shit. Yeah.
Yup. And even the second
It
one was
was
still,
love at first sight.
yeah.
Ash
Even
and
the
Manny.
second one, even the second one was still like the same way. Am I wrong, Ash? Like you were familiar with it, but
It was
it's
different,
still
but
just it still just
it
takes your
was
breath away, man.
it was way better, man. This one. Holy fuck, man! Like, well, now that we're on the gathering, like, holy shit, man! That second night, I I don't know how the fuck we all got fucked up, man. That nightlife at the gathering is a beautiful thing. It's probably one of the best nights of my life, man.
It truly is. To anyone that is listening that's never been, the best way I could explain that shit is if you've ever seen The Purge, it's like a non-violent purge.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome being in there. It just the love, the people. It don't matter what, if you're tall, short, big, whatever. It don't matter if you're Mexican, Japonés. It don't matter if you're a Chino. Who gives a fuck? You're all welcome. You know what I mean? But that nightlife there is one of the dopest things I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah, well, shit. Even the daylight, the whole
Fuck
day.
that daylight with the sun. Fuck that shit. I was fucking sweating
Well, the
my ass
sun
off.
and then the rain that one day, took the wind out of a lot of people's sail. But thank God it didn't last that long. You know what I'm saying? Um, because a lot of people were bummed out, but it didn't last that long. And then when the sun
We
came out, it dried up the ground, so it wasn't
we
all like
barely made it to
muddy.
the tent. We barely
Yeah.
made it to that movie tent during the storm, and Manny looked at us like, "Oh, now you want to come in here, motherfucker? You ain't visited me a single time all fucking day. Then the rainstorm hits, and now you're in here. Now you're asking, what am I watching?
Oh yeah.
All right."
Yeah, but
They,
fucking shout out real quick to Miss Hollywood, man. We got to meet her there and shit. She showed a lot of love, man. She kicked it and
yeah,
everything. It was cool as fuck.
Definitely, man. That's one of my homies, man.
Yeah.
We've been down since 17. You know what I'm saying? Her and my homegirl Janelle that couldn't make it this year.
All right.
But Miss Hollywood always showing love, man. She got a Talks Hit shirt. She was repping, man, to her friends, and they were like, "What's that? This and that." And then she was like, "Oh, it's Manny and them's podcast." They were like, "You talking about the Powcast?" She's like, "No. She's like, "They got a podcast." And they were like, "Oh shit, we'll check it out." You know what I mean? This and that. And a lot of people that didn't know us would then they knew me because of like the patrons
Yeah.
and the Twitch and stuff like that with the guys. And then
Right.
the other half knew me from the Palcast. But a lot of them were and are fans of Talks Hit, and that's why they wanted to chop for the shirts. You know what I mean? And we gave them away, man. And our sponsor Jude, man. You know, much love to him. He even helped the Juggalo out, man. Juggalo
Right.
told him his story, man. He, bad times, this and that. He used everything he had just to get there, and Jude turned around and gave him money for a ticket, man. You know
they
what I'm
put them
saying?
through.
Yeah, he bought his ticket. And then we seen him in the gathering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A couple times, and he showed us much love and stuff like that. So that was real cool, man. I forgot the young guy's name, but he was
got his chest broken though. He also got the sternum broken by a chest chop for a T-shirt as well.
Of course.
Fresh.
I couldn't pull my punches, man. I had to show him what the chop was all about.
Hell yeah. On the acts, man. There was a certain group that I didn't know shit about them, and I seen them on stage, and I was just like, wow, these motherfuckers own this motherfucker, man. Is it the Odd Families? What is it? What's their name?
Yup. The Odd Squad.
Odd Squad family,
The Odd
right?
Squad.
Yeah.
Dude, them motherfuckers are fresh as fuck, man.
Yeah, they definitely spit some shit, man.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
fucking dope.
check their shit out, man. Check their shit
And
out.
it wasn't just the music; it's the live performance
See,
as
that's what
well.
I'm talking about, man. They
Yeah,
get down.
definitely, man. I heard they brought it. They brought the fire, and then check it out, man. They were also interviewed um on Pale Talk
That's right.
with
Yep,
Shaggy
seen
and
that.
Shaggy. So that's out right now, man. You can check that out right now on
YouTube.
Shaggy and the Creep, .com on YouTube, and then you can just look up, Pale Talk, and it'll come up. And they had an interview with them that they released, and that was pretty cool. That they were real cool, man. Very
Fuck yeah.
humble guys, and they were awesome. They were real cool, man. I apologize that I was busy and I didn't get a chance to go meet them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I heard a lot of positive things, and then of course our homeboy, man, I heard nothing but positive things, man. Hex, our homeboy Hex,
Yeah, right.
tore it up, bro.
Fuck yeah. Hell
Hex
yeah.
ripped
Fucking
it,
heck.
man. He got his chance and he ran with the ball, man. He took it in for a touchdown, baby. You
He
know what
really
I'm
did.
saying?
He really did,
And
bro.
a lot of people were talking about that performance, man. That he did his thing, and I got to kick it with him a little bit on Juggalo night, and during the Big Money Hustlers extravaganza, which was straight freaking crazy. Oh my God, man, that movie tip was nuts, bro. And he was in there
I
for a
can't
while.
believe I missed that shit.
He was in there for a while, brother. And oh my God, he had to leave. And thank God he left when he did, because I told him. I seen him again after that, and I was like, bro, you're lucky you left when you did, because you thought you had popcorn and peanuts and water and Fago on you at that time. I'm like, shit, it got crazy at the end. Oh man, that tent was jacked up. But
You know
I
what's
get it.
crazy?
Ah,
When we left is when the shit was about to start, but we didn't know about it, and it was a
yeah,
nice clean tent. And then we
yeah.
came back like what 2-3 hours later, and the whole shit was all tore up. And we looked at Manny like, "What the fuck did you do? What happened? You all
It
right?"
was nuts, man. It was standing room only in that joint, bro. It was nuts, man. But everybody loved it. Everybody had a great time, man. They complimented, and of course I told Jump Steady that they got a lot of compliments on the movie tent with it being air conditioning and movies all day, so that people could just take a break, go in there and chill out and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying, for a couple hours, and get take a load off, and then go back out and gather some more. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people were talking about heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, that
weren't
shit was
staying
brutal.
hydrated and everything like that. So we we had a gang of people, man, donate water to the movie tent, and we put it in a big container, and then they even had people bringing in like a little boxes full of snacks, and so people could just snack out. And that's one thing, man, that that I love about the Juggalos, man, and I seen it when I was in Oklahoma, which was my first gathering, and we're riding around in the golf cart, me, Carlito, and Rude Boy, and I'm just soaking all this in. You know what I'm saying? Because again, this is my first gathering, and I'm seeing people walk around with like packs of hot dogs in the buns, already cooked and stuff, and people just sitting in the grass or sitting under a tree trying to get some shade, and they turn around and give them some hot dogs, give them a bottle of water. I mean, that's family, man. When they talk about family, like, it's truly family. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, you wouldn't let one of your primos or primas, that's having a hard time starve. You go and take them some canned food, or you run them to the store and buy them at least some food instead of giving them cash. You know what I mean? But you would if you could, but at least buy them some groceries or give them something to eat. And that's what was happening even at this gathering. I seen a lot of people. A lot of people were like, "Manny Fresh, you want a hot dog? You need a water?" I said, "No, I'm good, thank you." You know what I mean?
And then
So
and then
I
I said,
appreciate
I do, and they were like, "Fuck
it.
you." We're talking to Manny. Nah, I'm just playing. Just joking.
But it was
But
cool, man. It was real cool. Like everybody shows each other love there, man, and it was awesome.
that's one thing that I wanted to say, and it's basically what you just said. But if you ever do go to the gathering and say you ain't got shit and you make it through and you're in the gathering, it's 100% impossible for you to fucking go thirsty or hungry.
Yeah,
Because they will take care of you. They will.
definitely.
You know what I mean? Nobody's there to mean mug or treat anybody like shit or judge nobody. If you're hungry, there you go, homie. Check it out. I said we got your food here. We got this. Do you need a water? Do you need a soda? Fucking you want a beer? You know what I mean? Take a hit of this way. Everything, bro. It's 100% impossible to fucking go hungry or starve in that bitch, which is a beautiful fucking thing, man. I wish the entire world was like that, right?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, I do too, you know what I'm saying? And then for a lot of people that try to prejudge these juggalos and stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, I've met nurses, I've met doctors, I've met lawyers that were painted up, their face painted and this and that, and I'm just like, hey, what's up? They're like, hey, how you doing, Manny? And I'm like, good. I'm like, hey, where you from? And this and that, and you're from Detroit. I'm like, well, close. I'm an hour up. I'm from Saginaw. Got to rep my city. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm asking them where they're from and, like what they do and everything. And then when they're telling me, oh, I'm an RN or, yeah, no, I'm a doctor, man, and this and that. I'm a lawyer. I'm sitting here looking like, what the fuck? Like, for real? But you know what I'm saying? Just because you're a fan of the music don't mean, your life's on hold. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have that stereotype of a juggalo that they're just, low level people and blah 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 blah. I don't want to get into everything. But when you actually sit there and talk to a handful of people, you're surprised.
Yeah.
You're really, really, truly surprised, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Ash were talking about the other day. Every once in a while, you get some knuckleheads in there,
and that's life.
And they're not. But you know what? They're really not juggalos.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm
definitely. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just they went to the event because of some of their friends are going. It's a great music festival. This and that, and you got to remember people partying all day, this and that, just like anywhere else, any other music festival. You're gonna have your knuckleheads that are looking for some drama and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But Ash luckily ran into a couple real juggalos that came and looked out for him and had his back, and them dudes got to stepping. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember them? Do you remember their names? The people that came up to you and hollered at you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, them dudes, I don't know, man. Like that whole situation was kind of weird and shit. But I do want to give a mad shout out to our new homie because we made like 2 new homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? OG Greg and Chris.
Okay.
Them
Greg and Chris.
Yeah, them motherfuckers are the shit, man. They're still
yeah, they
hitting
threw
me
it
up
down
right
for
now.
us, man. They were there for us.
Yeah.
Like 100% mad love. No questions asked type shit.
Yeah, that story that I'm telling you, when I told Greg it, he's like, that's what you get, motherfucker, for leaving by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, where the fuck they at? Let's go look for him. And I was like, bro, it's all good. You know what I mean? I'm not about no drama, then whatever. It didn't happen, It's all good. But yeah, man, them 2 dudes are the shit for life. You know what I mean? But hell yeah.
Yeah, Greg and Chris.
That's awesome,
life.
man.
And then after
I mean, I give props to everybody that came up to us and showed us love. I mean, honestly, there was over. I had to say I took over about 250 pictures, man. I shook hands. I took pictures.
Hell yeah.
And none of them knew.
We gave away the shirts that we had. You know what I'm saying? We had limited amount of shirts because we didn't know how they were gonna do.
Right.
But
they did good
for
free.
Props, man. I wanna thank everybody that came up to me and showed me love, took pictures with me, you know what I'm saying, and just shook my hand. Just on a real note, man, I just want to touch base. Not to switch it up, but I had a handful of men come up to me and and talking about how, you know, they're battling depression
Oh
and,
shit.
and stuff like that, and how just watching the Powcast or listening to Talks Hit and then hearing me being funny and being myself, that it puts a smile on their face, and then they can shut off whatever else is going on in the world for at least a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I told them that meant the world to me because, like I says, man, you know, I have my good days and I have my bad days where I battle depression, and it's a real thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you should be able to talk to your homeboys and or your homegirls. Just you should be able to just be able to talk to somebody to just lean on their shoulder, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't about bitching out and being a punk or nothing like that. Not being a real man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what,
Uh,
Manny? I don't know if
depression
you
is
watched the
real
last
deal.
Patty fight, Patty Pimlet.
Oh, that
You said
shit.
what?
I don't know if you watched the last Patty Pimlet fight. If I'm saying his last name correct.
Yeah, you are, but I don't
Um,
think Manny knows him. He's too new.
Oh yeah. Ash told
when
me.
when he won afterwards, I guess he had a homeboy commit suicide,
Two
and
days
Patty said
prior.
one of the dopest things
Yeah.
I've ever heard. That shit had a tear coming down my fucking eye and shit.
Yeah.
But he had said that stereotype where men can't speak, like men are not allowed to fucking express what the fuck they're saying, they're feeling, where we have to lock it down. He says that's all bullshit. Fucking talk, bring it out, say
It's
something.
true, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
His friend killed himself a couple hours before his weigh-in,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
that's when he found out, and he dedicated that fight to his friend. I caught it. Ash told me about the guy and told me what he said, and then speaking of TikTok, I seen it on TikTok, and they had just played that little clip of what he was said about depression and stuff like that. So, like I said, that was real cool, man. Like you're right, you're right. You know what I mean? Like, um,
and even though it's said out loud and shit, it's still not easy.
yeah,
It's not
no.
it's not easy to tell somebody like, you know what, bro, I ain't feeling too well because this, and that. It's hard to express those feelings because you don't want to look like a bitch. Or there might be personal things that you think maybe I shouldn't share that shit.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
But speak up, homies.
For real,
Speak up.
man.
We're all
Fucking
dealing with it.
hit
Shit's
me up.
real.
I don't give a fuck. Hit me up on
Yeah.
Instagram and shit, dude. I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? I don't judge nobody.
But going back
definitely,
to
man.
bringing up from depression, man, the fucking gathering.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on something you said, Manny, where and I know it's hard for people to believe coming from us that we're not like this isn't being 100% biased just because we're fans, right? It's like even if you don't like the fucking music, come check it out. You're gonna have fun. It's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like psychopathic artists or wicked shit, there's other people there. I fucking saw Onyx. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
I felt like I was back in the 90s and shit. Them fools were still turning it up. Slick
And
Rick,
then
KRS-One,
Isham, you know what I'm
Esham.
saying?
Dude, yeah.
I was watching today. What was the heavy metal Steel Panther?
Yeah,
Steel
fuck
Panther.
yeah.
Steel
Yeah.
Panther.
They
That was a dope
fucking
show.
tore it up, man.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was like, wow.
Yeah, that shit was good
Yeah,
as dude, you know who fucking schooled it too? Goddamn Ouija Mac.
yeah, Ouija Mac, man.
Fuck.
Definitely, definitely. Ouija,
That
What a
Ouija,
set.
Ouija did his thing.
that was a little homeboy on stage taking over.
Fuck, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it
Fuck
was
yeah.
just him on there out there. And he fucking took that shit over.
Holy shit, man, he did. Yeah, that shit was fresh as fuck. And then, hey, man, let's not forget to give some love to Crazy Greg, the wrestler, that's showing love on
Oh
his YouTube
yeah.
channel.
Let me bring him up for a bit. For everyone out there on YouTube, look up Hurricanrana Funk,
Her Karana
like the
Funk.
wrestling. Hurricanrana Funk is the new homeboy we met at the gathering.
Yeah.
This guy showed us nothing but mad love. You know what I mean? He did like a little short interview with us. He posted it up on his channel, whatever. Don't forget to head out there and check his shit out. He did reviews on almost every fucking item they had there for sale.
Damn.
If you were wondering, the little wrestling buds, the fucking jerseys, the t-shirts. He did like a video on almost every fucking thing. He did videos on everything there. Head on over there and check his shit out because this guy's down as fuck. And if you're listening, Hurricanrana Funk, hit us up on the comments so we can hook up and do some shit, homie.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, man. And there was a lot of artists. There was a lot of artists that I met in the just shaking hands and stuff. And then when I was, because I did the movie tent from 8 to 4, Wednesday through Saturday night, and then
Manny was watching Colors in Espanol.
Oh yeah.
It was called Colores.
Colores.
He was
I
watching
like,
Colores.
Colores,
Yeah.
Colores.
Hey, yo, I just had that song in my head too. That's crazy.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Oh man, that was nuts. If people don't know what they're talking about, 2 o'clock in the morning on Vale J's night, which was Friday night, we were supposed to play Colors. So I hit play on the computer because it was all on a flash drive. So I hit play on the computer, and there was about 20 juggalos in there, 20, 30 juggalos in there. And we're all just chilling out in the AC, relaxing for a second. And all of a sudden, you start hearing Spanish. And we all looked around at each other. And I was like, and then the words come up. You know how the words come up talking about, gang activity in California and how many deaths in that year and this and that, da 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 da. Well, that start being said in Spanish. And I was like, they're looking at me, and I was like, well, let's give it like 5 minutes, man. Let's give it 5 minutes. And
there is Mexicans in the movie.
There's a lot of Mexicans in the movie. But check it out. And I thought, it ain't blood in, blood out either. Even that was in English.
Yeah.
But it was all Spanish, was it dubbed? The voices were dubbed in Spanish. And so I was like, they were all looking at me like, man, we can't watch this. There's not maybe if there was English subtitles, but there wasn't. So I paused it and I was like, look, we can watch Boys in the Hood, because that was the first movie I played at 8 o'clock. I said, we can watch Boys in the Hood or Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. And they were like, Bill and Ted. So
Bill and Ted.
So I threw in Bill and Ted, and they had a great time, man. They were laughing and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, we had some leave and had some more people come in, you know what I mean? Like that movie tent, they wanted me to tell Jump Steady that it was a great idea, and then plus to have AC in there was awesome, because it gave the people a place to go to chill instead of their camp or their car or whatever, you know what I mean? It was a really cool place just to unwind and just sit and talk, you know what I mean? As long as they weren't being too loud. And of course, you know what I'm saying? It was just a cool ass place, man. You know what I'm saying?
So I wanted to ask you, what was it like just chilling in there and running that shit all day? Like from what you saw coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I wasn't in there during the morning shift. From 12 to 8, there was another guy that I got to give props to, man. Greasy, he looked out for me 110%, man. He showed me, how to do everything when I needed some help with some sound, because the sound went out. He came and he helped me out and stuff like that. Because like I says, I'm not a real technical dude, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool, man, and I appreciate Jump Steady, giving me the job, because it was easier on my back. Everybody knows that I got lower back problems. and just meeting people and the people that came in and out. You know what I'm saying? Were some different cats that I hadn't met before. Like I said, the artists, I didn't get a chance to finish the artists that I had met, and I told them, I was like, hey man, I says, hit us up on Wednesday at 12 o'clock. We're gonna release another one, and then hit us up in the comments and leave your information, and Ash will get back to you with the email. So because there was a ton of people that would love to be interviewed by us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it says, we got some of Clay's artists that are on this label that are gonna be doing their thing.
Yeah.
Big Hoodoo. We want to schedule something with Big Hoodoo to interview him, and then he's starting a new label, his own label, and he's got a couple artists that we'd like to try to interview and stuff like that. So
Which, by the way, Manny,
cool.
I don't mean.
I mean, it sucked that I missed a lot of the concerts
Yeah.
at night, but I understood. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those people I know personally, thanks to the clowns. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to ICP. So I knew they were gonna rip it, man. You know what I mean? Um, it sucked that I missed, Slick Rick and
Yeah.
KRS-One, and of course ICP. You know what I mean?
Which, by the way, that leads up to I wanted to show mad love to fucking DJ Clay, man.
For real.
That vato made sure he stopped and said what's up to us and talked to us and whatever, and he did it more than once.
Yeah. It
You
was fresh as
know,
fuck.
we didn't have to chase him or none. He saw us, he came up, said what's up, homies. Whatever you need, this and that. DJ Clay is the shit, man. And like I said, he made sure he said what's up to us, and
That's
asked
awesome.
if we needed anything
For
for
sure,
real.
man.
So DJ Clay, man, mad love for you, brother.
Fuck yeah. And then Josh, fucking I got to talking to Josh and he's the shit, man. He's down, you know what I mean? But mad love to him too.
Definitely.
And Keegan, I talked to Keegan too. That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I
You
love
know?
Josh, man. He's the shit.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. Too bad the only one who got to see the live Powcast will because the VIPs they ran over. So what do you call it, was 2 hours late. The seminar, the ICP seminar was 2 hours late, which ended up putting the Powcast, the live Powcast behind. So they end up switching stages, and I think we were on the terror stage, right, KFT?
Yep. No, nightmare.
Nightmare stage. I apologize. And we didn't expect the shit to happen, man. We ended up having an impromptu pie eating contest, which your boy Manny Fresh won. Um, yeah, it was nuts, man. It was nuts, and then
He didn't just win. He destroyed that shit.
Fuck that.
That was destruction of a pie.
I kicked that pie's ass, bro. I kicked
Yeah.
that pie's ass. And it was cool, man. We had a great time, man. Big
In
shout
the
out
sun.
Lucha Renee, man. She
Right.
made that happen. She busted her butt, man. She's amazing, man. Like Shaggy's got a real one right there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, man.
And then to all the homies that were in the Bar S hot dog eating contest, even the two young ladies that got in it, and then we had a young man. I think he was like 13 years old. He was trying his best. He did his thing. Um, we had the winner though, and it was funny, man. He came back because he almost tapped out, and he came back and he the guy was dressed. He was from California, and he was dressed like a hot dog.
Like a pinchy weenie.
He was dressed like a hot dog, and that's the guy who ended up winning. Because man, we thought Mankind was gonna win it. I mean, not Mankind, Mankini, and he was throwing down, man. He was trying his best, and out of nowhere, that dude was just slowly doing his thing, man. And all of a sudden, Lucha Renee was like, we got a winner. And everybody looked around and we thought it was Mankini. And she was like, nope, it's the hot dog. It's the hot dog. He finished everything on his plate. We were like, oh my God. And it was nuts, man, because they had to do, I want to say, wasn't it 20 hot dogs in the bun and 5 outside the bun?
Yeah.
And they had up to 40 if they would have got up to it, 40 to eat. You know what I'm saying? But that's how much they put on everybody's platter was 20 buns and then 5 free boys. And it was nuts, man. They were going
Mankini went too hard in the bikini in the beginning. That his system shut down early.
Yeah.
He attacked that shit too hard, man. You had to slow that shit down.
Fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was crazy was Ash, instead of water and dunking it in water, they had Faygo.
Yeah.
They were like,
Faygo
no,
shit.
Juggalos, man, you got to use Faygo. And oh my God, it was so crazy, man. It was nuts, man. We had a great time, man. We had them YouTubers. I can't remember their names right now.
Yeah, I know
but
who you're talking about.
they have a big following, and they basically the year before they did like sort of like a mini documentary on the gathering, and they were our guests on stage, and it was real cool. They were real cool, man. The one guy was real humble. The co-host, he was real quiet towards the end, and then he ended up ripping it. We just had a great time, man. It was a great time. I give Shaggy and the Creek, man, mad props, bro. Because after that, they still had to go on, and Keegan had to announce the main stage, and Shaggy had to perform that night, bro.
Yeah.
That was the last concert. There was the last concert that Saturday night, and I'm just like, I don't, man, dude. I'm seriously, bro. They had mad heart to be able to finish and do what they were doing, because I know by 2:00, man, I was draining out Saturday night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
after that many days, after that many days of running around, like doing what you're doing out there,
Keegan did the first ever Mr. Juggalo pageant. He was the last entry in that, and he almost won, which is cool. He was honorable mention. But it was cool, man. Like I says, man, it was just all around a great time, man. What are your thoughts, Ash?
Dude, I'm fucking on the gathering.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, I loved it. I wish that shit just went on 24/7, so you could just show up whenever you want. You know what I mean? And fuck, I'm gonna go today. It's just great, man. You know what I mean?
It does kind of feel like that once it's over, where you're like, all right, well, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, like I know, I know the last day I was done, man. I was.
It's like a night. It's like a club. Like I wish it was just open. You know what I mean? Like
I wish I could come back next week. You know what I mean?
exactly.
And do another 2 days and shit, or 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to spit some facts right now that's fucking real. We went 100% fucking unprepared to this thing.
Yeah.
Because we never been there. We didn't know how it works. So first time juggalos, man, or first time goers or whatever. I mean, you do learn, like, holy shit, I should have done this, I should have done that. But you know, round 2 is gonna be much better. I'm gonna be more ready for round 2.
Definitely. You know what I mean? So
but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's wonderful that they still fucking pull this shit off after so long.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And it's still good.
You know what I'm saying? And it never loses hype. All the juggalos that we saw out there, all the people that, you know, there was a lot that actually just shouted out Toxic to me and all that shit, and to Ash and everyone that attacked Manny and shit. You know what I mean? All of them, everyone that was camping there, man. Much love to all you motherfuckers, man. It was fucking awesome. Thank you for everything.
And yeah, and the guys that took the chest slaps and shit, thanks for that shit too, man.
Yeah,
Because we're gonna put them out. You
all
know, the
the
ones that
chest
we got.
chops.
Hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
You know what I
I
mean?
give them props, man.
just to let everyone know right now that KFT just started a TikTok and shit. I'll leave it on the description so you guys can start following and check out that shit. You know.
Yeah, I just dropped the TikTok. Like you said, he'll leave the description where we'll just post our videos of things we do and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good shit.
We're gonna
Good
post
shit.
a video of like it's gonna be like 24 hours of Manny just sitting in the chair, just chilling with the AC on.
They
See
see.
who can watch it the longest, who can hang in there.
That'd be the shit. But yeah, man. Well, we're
No,
fucking.
but yeah, it's KFT underscore talks underscore hit. You know, like I said, Ash, I'll drop the link or whatever. Check out the videos, man.
Yeah, cause
You know, give it some likes, whatever. It'll be dope, man, and we'll be adding shit as we go on.
all right. Well, yeah, man. Go ahead and give out any shout outs if you guys got any, cause we're fucking.
I just want to give a shout out, like I said, to Shaggy Two Dope, you know, for the opportunity, and Keegan the Creep. Thank you, and Josh, you know what I mean, for kicking it with us and whatever. Just want to say mad love, and like I said, Hurricanrana Funk, check out his shit
Fuck
for
yeah.
sure. You know what I mean? Get on that, mad love.
Definitely, man. I want to give a shout out to I didn't get a chance to see him there at the gathering, but I know you guys ran into him a couple times. King of Wakanda. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? It was an honor being able to provide you with the ticket, bro. You earned it. The fans loved your promo. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You had a great time, the guys said. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome to me. Of course, you know what I'm saying? My pals, Shaggy, and Keegan and Josh. You know what I'm saying? For all the love. You know, always. You know, they took me under their wing, and all the juggalos and juggalettes that just showed me love, man, all the time. I really appreciate that. Like when I tell you guys, when I tell them that it really means a lot to me, it really means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like
yeah.
more than you guys know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being myself, Manny Fresh, and you know, people like it. You know what I'm saying? And I make them laugh, and that's all that matters to me is if I can make some people happy and forget the stress in their lives that they got going on for a little bit. I mean that's more than enough for me. Um, of course, both clowns, man. Violent J and Shaggy, you know what I'm saying? Jump Steady, Billy Bill. I show you guys much love, man. Thank you for showing me love all the time and looking out for me as best as you guys can. I appreciate that more than you guys know. Um, and you know, for the other juggalos that I apologize because I guess during Powcast there was a couple juggalos that were saying that they didn't get a chance to talk to me because I was talking to other people and stuff. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I just I try to please as many people as I can. It was no ill intention at all. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, without you guys, and not just juggalos. I'm talking about everybody in general, man. All the talks hit people and listeners that aren't juggalos. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it and we love you guys, man. Because without you guys, there wouldn't be us.
Right.
You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
yeah.
Flat out, there wouldn't be us. And I appreciate it, man, more than you guys know.
That's what the fuck is up.
And
But yeah, I just want to give mad love to our two new homies and shit, OG Greg and fucking Chris, and also fucking Crazy Greg, cause that's his wrestling name. You know that's what he told me and shit. So yeah, and all the pals and all that shit. That shit was just fresh. But hell yeah, man. That
don't
shit.
forget to check out the TikToks, man.
Yeah,
Show us some love on that TikTok.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Hashtag KFT, hashtag Ash, hashtag Manny Alcatraz 187, hashtag these werewolves.
All right, man. Well, Give a
And
thumbs.
we also got the Instagram going, right?
Oh,
Ash,
that's
what's
right.
the
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah. It's what is it? It's just Talks Hit. Yeah, if you look up Talks Hit, you know what I mean. Well, I leave it all on the description and shit, so you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could check
Fuck
it out.
yeah,
Yeah,
homie.
dude, fucking start following us. We're gonna start posting more videos and shit on there. So yeah, follow us on all our social media and shit. All right.
Órale.
All right. Well, give a thumbs up if you know what's up, and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Talks Hit is a shit!